Okay, so I'm in the light, there we go. Okay, what we've got here are giant pumpkin seedlings, and let me show you here. I fertilized the basil the day before yesterday, and it was doing great before I did that, so I either got too much or got some on the leaves, and it didn't like that. But the stuff around the edges is doing okay, so maybe it'll snap out of it. We've got potatoes still. These have bloomed, so we're just waiting for potatoes to start growing. Pomegranate is looking a little sickly, which I'm surprised because the card that came with it said it was almost impossible to kill. Giant sunflower, this one's about 6.5 feet tall now. Got two of them actually. One of them is behind it, it's about 4 feet tall. And let's see, we've got raspberries, quite a few raspberries coming out here. It's so hot though, I'm afraid they're just going to shrivel up. Okay, and this is one of the giant sunflowers that only made it to about 5 feet tall. And it smells really good. There have been green metallic bees all over it. I forget the actual name of them, but that's what they look like. They're just green metallic colored, shiny. That'd be the female ones actually, because their abdomens were not yellow and black, they were just a shiny green, and maybe a little bit of black. So we've got that, and that'll be making seeds for us here. I can actually see some underneath. You can see it right there. Got some seeds. Okay, here's the lemon tree. It's not making any lemons. It did flower quite a bit, but they all fell off and none of it stuck. I think it's more concerned with just making leaves and having the leaves that are there stay on this time. My goal is to find some sort of citrus tree that I can actually plant in the ground here in Kansas. I've heard of the citriquats and the citranges that are pretty nasty tasting. I want something that's also edible. This is good for now. I can take it in and out. But my goal is to actually have something that I can just go out and pick an orange or a tangerine or something like that off of, and not have to doctor it up with a lot of sugar. So that's doing okay. There's some wildflowers that are growing in the pot along with it. And I don't know how good the light is here, but there are some wildflowers. We've got reds and purples and blues all the way across. It looked like weeds there for a while, but there we go. Alright. Strawberries are done. They're just concerned with making runners now. No more berries. I think we got 5 or 10 strawberries total off of 27 plants. So I've got to do something different next year. And actually, this is pretty bad with the iris and the grass and the strawberries all in there. I'm going to have to do something with that. Maybe I'll dig up the iris and move them somewhere else, or the strawberries and move them somewhere else. But these Johnny Jump Ups have even taken over, and I didn't plant those this year. Not sure what happened. They seeded themselves, obviously, but they did a really good job. So good, in fact, that they're starting to get out into the lawn. So now I know why some places consider them weeds, because they're starting to take over, pretty much. But they're really pretty, so for the most part, I don't care. Yep. On the way to the tomatoes, I just thought I'd show you this bush that's on the side of the house here. This is the time of year where this one does pink flowers. There was one next to our front door that did white flowers, same type of plant, but it died, so I cut it down. I've had to do a lot of cutting down lately, but anyway, yeah, this is nice big pink flowers. It brings the bees, so it's a good thing. Okay, since we're close, let's go ahead and keep on going. Here's some more wildflowers. And these are the Golden Jubilee tomatoes, not turning color yet, but getting a lot bigger. This was sold in one pot as one plant, and I noticed when I was planting them, it was actually two plants, so I broke apart the root ball and some root toning powder on there. And got 2 giant plants out of the deal. Now the celebrity tomatoes, which would be, let's see, this one, and those 2 back there, have a lot of tomatoes on them. This Mr. Stripey has a flower on it, so maybe it'll have a tomato someday. Oh, there's another couple of flowers up there. It's not as bad as I thought it was, but it's not doing anything compared to the rest of these. All of these have tons of tomatoes. These are Rutgers tomatoes, all the way down here. And I've kind of stopped with the Florida weave now because really they're not going to get a lot taller, and I'm okay with them putting some of the branches down and some of the fruit close to the ground. The main concern is with the wind. I didn't want the bases to snap, and I've already got that taken care of. What we did here, we had tons of aphids. If I came out here the week before last week, this whole stalk would have been pink. The underside of all the leaves would have been pink, just covered in aphids. The flowers were starting to shrivel up because they weren't getting any food anymore. It was just oh, there's a, here, let me see if I get bit here. There's a little garden spider waiting for some kind of bug. I thought that was a little strange, whatever it was. Oops. Anyway, just tons of aphids. So I bought through the mail 4,500 ladybugs. I'd say about 1,000 of those died in shipment. I was debating between those and lacewings. I went ahead with the ladybugs. I came out here, and as I was walking out here with the package of ladybugs, a cloud of lacewings came up out of the grass and just swarmed around me. So we had ladybugs and lacewings, and they cleaned off these plants in about 3 days, ate the eggs, ate the aphids, ate everything, and they moved on. So somewhere here in town, or very close to town, we have all kinds of ladybugs flying around, hopefully. I don't know what the ladybug lifespan is, but anyway, I'm trying to zoom in on, there's another little spider, not quite as big as the one I was looking at before. But I think they're preparing for a aphid comeback just in case. Anyway, that's the garden right now, in the front yard and the backyard. Hopefully it just keeps getting better and better. So far, no major problems.